Hey everyone, I'm so excited about this video. There's been a couple that I'm very passionate about. Um, I I love I love certain pros and cons, and I think everyone has their interests, right? Well, one of mine is being a minimalist, and just recently, we've had since we're moving, I've had to buy more things to like fill up my house than I think I've ever had to, and that's been like kind of funny. Because most people are trying to get rid of when they're moving. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to make our house look like super staged. And I'm a minimalist to the point where if a room isn't almost more floor than anything else, then it drives me crazy. So it was kind of fun to actually like shop for items to fill up our house a little bit more. Anyways, so that is how minimalist I am. Okay, in saying that, there are different like different ways or different people and how they are minimalist. So like I'm like, don't bring me stuff, don't blah, gross. Other people are minimalists by making everything have like an order and a place and not buying extra stuff. So you can either have like a completely empty room. I'm like more of the completely empty room comfort. I love that. Like that makes me so happy. And then there's some people that are like, let's make our space count, but don't overfill our space. So I guess it depends on what you want to be. Anyways, so some of the pros and cons of being a minimalist. A big pro for me is your house always looks clean. I think that like, I don't know how many friends have told me that my house always looks clean. And even if I have like toys out and maybe the dishes aren't always done or something, my house normally is fairly clean because we don't have a lot of stuff, which is really, really nice, especially with kids. Not having a lot of toys, minimalizing that has helped a lot. And saying that, it helps your family be less stressed, which means less contention, which means a happier family. And this isn't like 100% happy equation, but it does help. When you walk into a home that is extremely stuffed and packed and dirty, there's going to be a lot more of like a contentious spirit and like not happiness as much. But when you are open and feel like refreshed and feel organized, you automatically are going to feel a lot better about life. So that is a huge pro for me. Another pro is at the end of the day, I don't have to pick up a million and one things. We have enough that I still have to pick up every day, but it's not hours and hours of work to keep our house clean, which is super big for me. A con for being a minimalist is sometimes I throw things out or donate things that we'll eventually need. And my husband will be like, wow, where did you put that? And I'm like, oh, sorry, donate that like 4 months ago because we haven't used it for 6 years. So I think that can be like a con for a lot of people is they feel like you're being wasteful because you're donating things that you might need in the future. So that fear, I guess, is a big thing for people. Another con for being a minimalist is some people, it like makes them uncomfortable, I think. We get a lot of we're given a lot of things, and I get rid of a lot of things. And I think sometimes people feel bad that I get rid of a lot of things. And it's not to be rude to friends and family and neighbors and anyone. It's just a comfort zone. I need that space. And some things are really good. Some things really add to our space and help us be more functional as a family. But if something takes away my time from my family and I have to spend more time doing something, then I want to get rid of it unless it's positive. So that's a big thing for me. A con for being a minimalist is sometimes I like look at like different pictures of like, oh, that's a cute house. I want to like do my house that way. But then I'm like, I don't want to like get all that stuff and like store all that stuff. That like happens a lot during Christmas, the Christmas season. I'm like, oh, cute. We could like do all these cute little things and decorations, but then I have to store it, and I don't want to, so I'm not going to. A pro for being a minimalist is I feel like I spend more time outside, especially in like homes where we have really good outside backyards and parks. I don't want to really be inside because I just enjoy the outside better. I feel like it just gives you a lot of peace in mind. A quote that I love, I remember hearing, is the more things you own, the more things own you. And so I want to make sure that everything I own does own me in the right way and not just taking up my time. So saying that, there's so many different pros and cons on our website. Visit prosandcons.com, and I'll put in the link the pros and cons of being a minimalist. There are tons more. And if you have comments, please leave them below because we like to hear ones that we might have missed. Again, read the article. There are so many. I hope you have a wonderful night. See ya. Bye.